Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming and welcome back to my Journeyman Saving Football Manager 2019. We're here. It's a new season. I'm still at Arsenal. I got accepted some interviews, but then people didn't want to take me on because I had like a big buyout clause, which they couldn't afford, and the board didn't let me go. My hair looks absolutely awful today. So yeah, we have got transfers. We're going to start on this screen, and there's a hell of a lot that's gone on. You can't see it, but you can see that we've sold £252 million worth of players. I may have taken a gamble. We've spent £297 million on players. So it's going to be an interesting season. Give me that. So the outs, we've got Smith Rowe. And this one was a bit of a... It wasn't good enough for me. But he did had a good season at the back end of the season for us. He looked alright. If you look at his reports, though, he's nowhere near as good of what we got. But we sold him to Everton for £49.5 million. That was lovely. Then we had a load of other players in. Some youngsters, some other bits that were worth quite a bit of money. So I kind of chucked them out on... just offered the people that were out on loan. Like this guy, nowhere near good enough to be in our team. I think he's been an Arsenal youngster for ages. It was worth 20 odd million, but we sold him for 11 million for Stoke. Again, reports wise, he's not good enough. He's on 100k a week, by the way, and he's just, he's not good enough. Really is not. Then we've sold this lad's 30 years of age. We kind of arranged that last season actually. 11 million we've got for him. And then, here's some of the big ones. Lucas Torino. We've sold him to Inter Milan, who's 30 years of age. We had a lot of defensive midfielders at the team who was on a lot of money at 30. So we sold him for £50 million to Inter Milan. Also, we sold Cassius, the goalkeeper, for £50 million as well. Ow, I got attacked by the cat. £50 million to Inter Milan. Again, we'll take that. A couple of players went out on loan. Again, there's a kid that's gone out to Derby, another striker, wasn't going to get into the team. So we sold him to Derby for £7 million. Got some money in there. We've got Powell, who we never played. He was a winger. Again, he was out on loan. He's 23. He's young. It might come back and bite me in the ass for like selling some of these players. But £9 million we sold him for. So the money's coming in here. Josh Davis, again, he was out on loan last season at Middlesbrough. He did all right in the Championship. Brighton actually have bought him. He's in the Championship. Brighton bought him for £3 million. Who else? The other big ones. Francesco. Again, he was another player that was out on loan. Worth £22 million. We've sold him for just less than £10 million. Just to get some money in the bank, this one was. Again, he's came through... Was it the Arsenal youth by the looks of things? He came through it anyway. We've got rid of him. He's not he ain't going to get into this team anyway. So he's gone. Victor Lindelof, I didn't realise he was at the team. Again, he was out on loan last season to Seville. We've sold him to Inter Milan, yet again buying another one of our players for 20 million, just short of 20 million, 19.25. They've made a little bit of a loss on them, Arsenal have, but I'm not too bothered. It's money that we need to go. And then, last minute, Barcelona came in for Loretti, and this is one... I was umming and ahhing about it. He's had a couple of good seasons for us. Didn't do too great for us last season, if in all honest with you. And when Barcelona just came in with a £46 million bid, I thought, yes, thank you very much. We will take that, we'll do. And then we've sold Adam Flint for £4 million to Norwich. So that's where kind of all the money's come in. So players out. Did we release any players? I can't remember if we did or not. A couple of youngsters, no one really worth harping on about for the youngsters. On the ins, though, this is where I've spent all the money. Why is it not telling me how much I've spent now? Let me go back and then go forward again. Here we go. £297 million worth. We've bought Lars for £68 million, and Lars is a goalkeeper. We bought him because I tried to buy Pip from Leicester. We couldn't get him. It was too much money. But we bought Lars, 22 years old. He's German. He's got 3 caps for Germany. He's had an alright season. He's let in a lot of goals, quite a bit to be honest with you. 47 last season, 50 season before from Stuttgart. Where did they finish last season? Let's have a look. Do we know where Stuttgart finished? I don't know, I'm not too fussed. Anyway, £68 million we've spent on him. Hopefully he's going to be good. And then the big signing, the one I had to buy someone from Leicester. We had some good players at Leicester, but I've bought in Dave Mandzukic. I can never say his name, so just we know him as Dave. He was good at Leicester. He had a fantastic season for him last season. 29 appearances, 5 goals, 9 assists, 7 rating. It was the best season he's had with Leicester, probably because they played him on the left-hand side where he was meant to be. So, yeah, we have bought him in, but we've bought him in £131 million. There is obviously some of it on, we're going to be paying him in a chunk, so it's not all up front, the £131 million. It was a bit of a kind of instalment payments on them. Then we've got Savas, I think it is, a defender. I learnt his name earlier on. Savas. I'm just going to say Savas, or Service. Savas. We'll call him Savas. Where did we bring him in from? Hamburg. We spent £41 million. Got ourselves another centre-back in. Again, I was trying to look for a Arab from Leicester City. We had a deal actually struck, but we didn't have the money in the bank at the time before the $50 million we had come in from Turini going. So we couldn't get him in. But 20 years of age, and he's fantastic. 4-star potential. He's got very good mentals, good tacticians for pretty much a centre-back on cover. That's exactly what we wanted, so a young centre-back in. We got Stephen Longsdale on a free from Chelsea. Chelsea have released him, and he's worth £61 million. So even if he becomes a flop, we could make some good money on him. He actually did play for Chelsea last season. 21 games, 5 goals, 5 assists. So what I don't understand is how and why they let this kid go. He looks decent. Attacking midfielder. We needed another attacking midfielder because we only had one decent one. He can play in the centre-back. Sorry if I keep jolting. The kitten is attacking me. Again, if you don't realise, look, I have a kitten. He keeps attacking me. He wants to be in the videos. That's all it is. Anyway, so Stephen Longsdale is in. Who else have we bought in? Let's have a look. I can't remember now. Oh, yeah, we bought a guy in. I can't pronounce his name. Ola's... I'm just going to nickname him to Ola. I'm going to just change. I'm just going to nickname him here and now. Ola is his surname. He's a regen. It doesn't really matter. Central midfielder. I spent £15 million on Ola. And he's all right. 2.5 stars. Potential's good. He's an exciting young prospect. I don't think he's a wonder kid, is he? He is a wonder kid, yeah. We've bought him in from Switzerland. We needed central midfielders. We really did need central midfielders. And then the last minute deal I did, Sam Binch, central midfielder. When I did the report, he was already a 4-star player. He's not. He's a 3-star. Bags of potential though. 23 years of age. He's English. Again, we spent £41 million on him. He's worth 50, so that's good. A good midfielder in the centre, because that's what we needed. I think last season, a couple of seasons before, Arsenal have played too deep. They've playing with the defensive midfielders too much, and it just not my style of playing. I didn't like playing with the 2 midfielders sat so far deep. So we've got options now. We've got options to do obviously the 4-2-3-1. We've got options for the 4-3-3. The 3 at the back option, maybe now we can probably do a better 3 at the back option, but other than that, yeah, we have also had a transfer agreed, which is kind of annoying, and I've kind of ruined it a little bit, for this kid coming in from Inter Milan, 18 years of age, £5 million. He looks promising, he looks good. Only problem is we didn't have the money at the time, but now we have the money to bring him in, and I can't accept it. It just won't let me accept it, so obviously I've delayed it, so when it comes through we'll get him, and then he'll probably come in January. I've still got money left over. £18 million wage budget looks good. The finances, by the way, with me doing all this wheeling and dealing, £180 million in the bank. The board was stingy, and I think we only got about, it says it here, 45% of the transfer revenue that we got. It was lower than that, and I asked them to up it because of all the money in the bank, and they went, yeah, that's fine, yeah, up it, go ahead. So we have upped it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Scouting budget is quite big. I might actually put more money into the scouting budget now I'm here. Ow. Make board. Can I do anything? Scouting, isn't it? Let's go to scouting. Can we add budget? Where do you do that? There we go. Scouting budget. Let's just add some more money into the scouting budget, shall we? There we go. So that's pretty much the transfers. Season-wise, we're only going to play one game today. I normally do when I come back for the first game of the season because I waffle on early on. The schedule-wise, yeah, we're going to play Norwich for this game. And then the next game, it's probably going to be Chelsea and whoever we've got in the Europa League. Most likely that's probably going to be it. Expectations for the season. Qualify for the Champions League. I feel like that has got to be a must. We have to challenge. If I'm going to stay at Arsenal, we need to challenge for the definitely top 4. That's where we need to finish. If not, I will be looking to move along. Man City's job was up for grabs at one point, but I think the manager's kept there. I believe he has. Yeah, he's still there. So that's the league. The cup is reached the final of the Europa League. I kind of said that. I feel like we should win the Europa League. We got to the final with Leicester, to be honest with you. We should do that. Reach the final of the FA Cup. Should be alright. Carabao Cup. They're not really bothered about the Carabao Cup, so I can play some of the youngsters. So all in all, we need to have a very, very good season. We've got to win at least the cup, I think, to keep it in there. And as well for my managerial career, my whole thing was with this is just keep this save going and try and win as many trophies as possible, become the best manager in the world, starting from the bottom. But where are we now? It's July. Is it November? The new game comes out maybe October time. So yeah, I've got a few months to go yet, and we'll just see how we do. So we're going to get into this game, and this is how we're going to line up. We've got Lars in goal. We've got Ben Hitchens on the right-hand side. The only problem with that, I promised him that he's going to have more first-time football. And if we have a look at my promises, how many days have I got left? 62 days. So, okay, I can keep doing that. Failed to keep Loretti at the club, by the way. He was angry at me at that. What else have I got to do? Connor came and improved the media handling, which I'm slowly doing. A few promises there. But anyway, back to the team. So Lars, Hitchens, Letty. I think he was here last season. He was. Was it Diego? Diego Letty. I think he comes up as Ramos, though. The new service, Chavez, centre back with Bush onto the left-hand side next to him. The midfield, too. I don't know who is going to be the best midfield pairing at the minute. We've got this guy. Is it Sokunbi? I'm going to call him Sokunbi. He was on loan last season at Bournemouth. 36 games he played. He had experience in the Premier League, and he did all right. He should do a better job for us. Binch even is going to be next to him. We're going to have Chiesa out on the right-hand side, Penny in the middle, Martial out on the left, and Waring's up top. We have got a couple of injuries, as per usual. Zinchenko's out for another 3 weeks. He got injured in pre-season. And Tunstable is, again, Alex, he's out for a while as well, I think, 8 weeks. So that's fine. A couple of other people on the bench that you've not seen before. Again, players that were here, but on loan. Again, like this kid, who was on loan at Borussia Dortmund. 18 games he played. Only scored 1 goal for them. But again, he looks pretty decent. They had a good couple of players out on loan, and we've got a bigger squad this season as well. Unlike last year when we struggled. So we've got a good squad. We should have a decent squad when it comes to the Europa League. All in all, I'm quite happy with what we've got. So we're going to get straight into this first game. I want to win. I want to get Dave on the pitch, but he's not match fit. I want to see how good he's going to be in this Arsenal shirt. We've got Chiesa. Martial, obviously, he's old 30 now, so I think Dave's going to be Martial's replacement. Auto do that. Let's just go out there. So they'll put the expectation. We should be winning this one fairly comfortable. I'm going to say that. We are at home against Norwich. First game of the season. Yes, we've got some new players into the team. We've got some players that have been at the club before, but obviously need to bed in because they haven't really played much football at this level. Obviously, we've sent them out on loan. So we're going to see how we've got. We've got some good youngsters as well. We're going to start early on. And Panini, yes, gets the first goal of the season 2 minutes in from a corner. I know his name's not Panini, by the way. It's Penne. But Panini, I think I'm just going to call him from now on. And it just falls to him from the corner. Makes it 1-0. This is what we want. A very good start to the season. Right, throw in. Martial. Panini. I need to learn some of these names. Midfielders. Binch. Plays it to Martial. Waring came close there. He's going to have a big season this season, Waring, I think. But we've also got, obviously, we've got that Scholes, who is the striker. We've got that, is it Miguel that we had as well last season? He looks pretty decent as well. Right, Hutchins, can he get the crossing? Sukumbe to Panini. Martial. Back to Binch. Crosses it in. No one really there. Can we just now capitalise? Yes, we can. Waring to Chiesa. Crosses it in. Martial hits the post. And they manage to clear it. And it goes out for a throw-in for Norwich. Another corner, though. Same place where we scored last time. And have we just won a penalty? There is a penalty review going on. And we have won the penalty. Who's taking it? Who is taking the penalty? Martial steps up. Puts it down the middle. 2-0. Looking good. I know it's against Norwich. I don't know why I'm getting so excited, but we're looking dominant. That's what I want to see with this Arsenal team. They won the league a couple of seasons ago. We need to be back up there again. We have kind of rinsed the squad a little bit. We've sold some of the good players, but I feel like it's been worth it. Getting some money back into the squad. Martial's in straight away, by the way. Gets the cross in. Panini's there. Binch to Martial. Out to Van Boos. Martial into the middle to Birch. Was it Sokembe? Scores his first goal of the season. I think it's his first goal for Leicester. No, for Arsenal. That's who we are. We're looking good so far. First game of the season, and we're in off the post. I'm excited. I am excited this season. I really am. At half-time's just about to be here. We almost score from a free kick. Panini with the shot. I need to stop calling Panini. It's Penne, I think his name is, not Panini. But anyway, he comes close. It's coming to half-time. I'm really happy. The end of last season, I wasn't feeling Arsenal. I really wasn't. And this transfer window is just... I've had to stick with them. And I've got good feels about it now. I feel like we're going to do well. I've got the players to mould, and we've got some young players in. Yes, we've still got some of the older players. It's a good thing to build on, just to try and win the league, because that's what I want to do. Win the Premier League, win the FA Cup, win the Champions League with Arsenal, and then look to move on. If I have to do another season at Arsenal after I've won the Champions League, then I will do, but it'll be a very short season that you guys will see. Norwich seems to be on the attack here. No, Binch wins the ball. We need to make some subs, I think. Pre-season tiredness. A good tackle there from Martial. It's a penalty review again. And it goes out for a throw. And that's definitely not a penalty yet. Right, throw-in comes in. We needed this kid last season. We really did. He was on loan at Bournemouth. And Sokembe has just scored his second goal of the match. And if he can play this well for us this whole season, my midfield problem is just non-existent. I'm thinking of putting Reece Nelson on this right-hand side, bringing on Dave on the left-hand side, and just doing that. I think I'm going to have to take off Binch at some point. He's looking tired. But I want to get Dave on the pitch. I want to get Reece Nelson on the pitch, because, again, Reece Nelson and Dave are going to be the wingers that take over Chiesa and Martial. Give them plenty of time. We dropped down into second. Bloody Man City scoring, what, 5 goals? Yeah, 5-0. Can we not score another one? We're going to concede one now, aren't we? We're going to give a penalty away ourselves. Dave, his first game, is giving a penalty away, unfortunately, for us. Can we save it, though? Big test for the new keeper. Unfortunately, doesn't keep it out. It's fine. I think we've got this one in the bag. Might see what Dave wants to do. He wants to be a winger, so we'll have 2 wingers on. Can you be an inside forward? No, you can't. And then Binch is going to come off. I'm going to ping on Pickstow. Put him on. He's learning some roles, Pickstow is, just so he can play as a deep line playmaker. That's what properly in the midfield role. So hopefully by the end of the season he can do that role, because he's a very good midfielder. He's just better at it in central defending midfield. But we're training him anyway. Norwich are on the attack again here. They're not going to score. If they score another goal again now, I'm going to be a bit worried. But that was a fantastic double save from Lars. He's on a 7. We're looking all right. The second half's been a bit ropey, but we've got away with it. We've won the game 4-1 at home. This is what we wanted. We've seen some goals from the new lad. He's been at the club for a while. Let's have a look to see. We'll go through this and we'll have a quick look at the Sokembe. I'm gonna go. Is it Sokembe? I really don't know his name. 20 years of age. Yeah, he's an Arsenal youngster. He really is. He's been on loan twice. And then his first game... well, it's not his first senior game, is it? He's made 1 league appearance for Arsenal before. This is his second league appearance for Arsenal. and he's just put in an absolute worldie of an appearance. 2 goals. That's awesome. We'll take that from the midfield. Where are we going to be next? I think the next game, it's going to be Chelsea in our first game in the Europa League. I've got some big games in between, so hopefully we're top of the league or something like that. We've got Man City in that and Liverpool as well, so we'll see how we get on. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like down below. Let me know what you think to this transfer window. I think I've done very well. I think this Arsenal team will challenge for at least top 4, maybe push for the title. We don't know, but we'll see. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.